Okay. Hello, everyone. Sorry about the lateness. Kinda. Oops. Where's my controller? That's just a big question. I don't know where my controller is. Hold on. Fuck me. Okay. So I don't. Fuck. Where's my controller? There it goes. I'm like, where's my controller? My controller. I do not have it. I'm about to tell everyone that I am live, but while we are here, I can also set up my stuff for stream. So, hi everybody, HBJ here, and we are doing session 2, session D of, I say Pokemon, of Final Fantasy 6. We're gonna start our FF6 live stream. So, copy, paste, session 2. Alright, here we go. So, session 2 is on its way. I'm going to copy and enter. So, yeah, I am very much excited for um, today's live stream because we're going to be finishing up Sabin scenario, which is probably the longest of these scenarios, and then we're going to go into um, who's live stream? Maybe we're all going to live stream, but who we're gonna go into Terra's live stream. Terra's live stream. Damn it. You guys know what I mean. We're gonna go into Terra's scenario. Terra and uh run into their scenario. And then once we're done there, all three groups will meet up and we will continue to open up the live stream for some good old fashioned fun. So, I mean, well, you guys know what I mean. Alright, so I'm going to move you up here. Okay, because that way I can have all my stream. Actually, no, I want to put you into there. And then that way I can have all my stream stuff in one place. Okay, and then I need to get the game started. So that's file, open. Hold on, wait. I need to make sure my controller is working. Let me make sure my controls are set. So, cheats, no options, image or pad, configure one. No, it's not. Okay, so we need to exit and then reopen. And I didn't know my Twitch was up. Okay, so I'm probably oh no, I'm not echoing. Oh thank God I'm not echoing. So yeah, we're gonna play some more of Final Fantasy 6. So let me I hope you guys can't hear that. Oh, because it's in my boot. Um I forgot my AirPods, not my AirPods, my my AirPods. Uh, Illinois. Select start. Okay. So yeah, I completely forgot that I had like my AirPods going. So I am also like this tactics, another souls. Okay, GBA. Here we go. Alright, so yeah, we are starting up right now. Want to go ahead and go to. This is starting soon, but we're just gonna go ahead and go into the main screen now, and then now we can go ahead and we can start. I can load up my state, my save state, but I don't. No, no. Okay, good. It's safe. So we are level 13, 13, and 14 with Sabin, Cyan, and Gal, who recently, we're at develop actually, and we're training up, um, well, actually, you don't even have to train with anybody. I just wanted to go make sure I have the right items and stuff before I left the belt, because the Serpent Trench um, is the next thing we're going to be exploring. For those who don't know what the Serpent Trench is, the Serpent Trench is basically the Serpent Trench is a underwater area in which we are going to explore. Ooh, look at that cat scratch! Now, that is Gal's attack being used right now. That is cat scratch. I'm very just excited about today's setup. If you're in the vault is where you can get a fuck ton of money if you literally need money. Okay, Kankka had my Final Fantasy 6 stuff. Because while I'm playing this, I'm also sharing this with Instagram so that people can know fuck that game that I'm playing Final Fantasy 6 right now. So let me check. I should. No, I don't. Okay, so I make a new one. Alright, Final Fantasy 6 live stream session 2 starts right now. Link in story in bio. Right, so gotta type. God damn it. Final Fantasy. Back 6. Live stream. Twitch. Okay, there we go. Alright, so, well, that is basically done. I can add this to my story as well. And then turn off their comments. I don't want people flooding my shit. They do that. They do that. Okay. So we go to story. I didn't move it. Where's Kankka? There, move it 16. Link. Twitch. That key. FF6 live stream session 2 starting right now. Link below and and I need to change this color. Look at it. Alright, there we go. So, Twitch is set up. Fine set up. Let's go ahead and let's continue. I'm also will be eating because I'm hungry and it's 7 o'clock out here, so I will be eating. Let's go back to Mobliz. I don't think we really need to heal. We really need to take too much damage. But I want to obtain items before I leave Mobliz, because I think the next point of interest isn't. It might be Nourish, depending on the items. But from what it looks like, everyone has decent weapons. So let's check gear. I think. Okay, a lot of them aren't equipped because they're not in the party. But I did get a Magus hat for Celeste. She doesn't need it. I don't think everyone needs an iron helm. Sabin doesn't need it. I don't know if Gal needs one, but I'll buy one for Gal, Terra, and Edgar. Because the Magus hat isn't going to do her much good. Okay. So that's about it. Now we're going to go to the Serpent Trench. To do that, to get to the Serpent Trench, do we have enough items? Do we have enough healing items? Because I always worry about that. Let's go buy some more healing items, just because. But yeah, we're at the last part. We're at the end of saving scenario. We need to go to the Nakia, and I believe Nakia has a Okay, so probably not too. How much is exactly heal for? Oh, not much. Okay, so you know what? We're good. We have enough stock. And you know what? We're good. We're gonna be really good. I have Phoenix Downs in case one of the three fall. Gal will have his catch guard, Sabin and his blitzes, and your boy Cyan got his boost to go. So I think we'll be pretty good. With that said, we're at a good. We're not legitimately at the end of the road, but we're at a good chunk of it. I want to say we're 1/4 of the world of balance, if you want to call this balance, because the world of balance is like it's broken up into pieces, and like it's basically Terra entering Narish, the returners. This is pretty much I want to say is like the mid ground of it, because like where everything stands for Terra. Because the story's gonna progress even more with Terra. We're gonna basically part 1 is Terra the game, then part 2 is you know, side quest the Horde. But we'll get to part 2 when we get to part 2. I really don't need anything from these guys. Oh, and Axe is a death move when you kill the Templar, not Templars. I was hoping I was running into another Green Beret, or another satellite, so I can grab another Green Beret. But we are here, and I believe this is the Crescent Moon Cave. Yeah, Sailor Moon. But basically, Gao has a item that he wants to use to help Cyan and Sabin, and he somewhat forgot. It's in the cave, and I believe the cave doesn't have any random encounters. So I believe we have to look in different areas. I actually didn't know that was there. And what did I lose 500 Gal? Okay, we didn't. We did. I was gonna cuss Gal. Beat the fuck out of Gal. Okay, so I believe no, it's a stone. Or I think it's like a formation of rocks. There it goes. Yeah, that's it. That is the diver's helmet that Gal stole from the guy in Mobilis. And we can actually use this to get through the Serpent Trench. How does this fit 3 people? I don't know, but apparently the guy said it works. So, yeah, we're going to enter the next part of Saving Scenario, and the last part of Saving Scenario, which is going through the Serpent's Trench. So, this water leads into the ocean, and the ocean's current will lead us to, um, it. Okay, I forgot like how much this is. But alright, Serpent Trench. So, you basically just need to follow the current. It will tell you if you want to go left or right. I believe you need to go left twice and right once. And then you'll end up in caves. The caves have items. If you don't get them on your first go, you can always get them from a second run, because you're going to need to do that. Ironically enough, because of some stuff that happens later on in the game. So, yeah, this is a Serpent Trench. It is full of nothing but aquatic creatures, so if you know electric type, if you know Thundera, you will definitely deal with these enemies. Funny enough, we don't learn Thundera, and Thunder God till literally later on in the game. But we get a little bit of experience, but we get some Gil, and Gil is always welcome, especially in Final Fantasy. So, um, yeah, we have random encounters in the water, and like I said, it's mainly just do you want to go left? Do you want to go right? We're gonna go left. I believe one of these is gonna make us hit into a cave, and we're just gonna have round gosh. Oh, that creature right there, the pink one. That pink one is the one we want. I'm glad we actually encountered it. So, that pink fish knows Gigavolt. And Gigavolt is a very powerful electric move for this point in the game. Until we learn magic. With that said, Gal can learn the Gigavolt ability. Yeah, see, there's Gigavolt. First single target takes out an ally, which sucks. Ooh, and we got an X potion. I guess that makes up for it? Not really, because we lost Cyan in the process of that Gigavolt fiasco. So here's one of the caves. We're gonna use Phoenix down to provide something, and then use to kill that Cyan. So yeah, this is one of the caves, and I believe it will have. I went the wrong way. It was supposed to have an item, and I think the item itself was a elixir. So we're gonna go to the left again, and I believe this time it will send us to another treasure cove. Ooh, 2 outdoor forest. Yeah, that's the eel enemies, which aren't too bad on either side. Really simple creatures. Oh, I think because I've dealt with satellite, not satellites attack too, which is great. But Cat Scratch is really good on Gal because Cat Scratch, high physical damage for Gal. If you combine it with the Genji glove, I believe, and like some other items, Gal can be hitting for some highly immense damage. Alright, so now we have another cave system, and I believe to get through this cave, we go through this tunnel. As long as it doesn't, okay, there it goes. Yeah, because one of them can lead us back into the water, and I think it's that. So we're gonna fish this switch, I'm gonna drain the water, and I believe we fall down this hole. Yeah, okay. And then we go up, and we get this, and it's a green beret. So we have a third green beret. And now Gal's HP has increased. So yeah, we have 3 green berets. I forgot there was a second green beret down here. But, okay, there you go. So we have a green beret. For Gal, a green beret is just it's also a red beret. Later on, and it's actually a pretty cool item too. The red beret, if I'm not mistaken, what does the red beret do? I know it bumps HP, but I don't think it's like a big bump to HP. And I believe this is it. This is the end of the Serpent Trench. We have now made it to the Nakia. So we can't get to Narsh normally from Nakia because unfortunately there's a rock slide that occurred, but we can enter the Nakia. Nakia is a little town southeast of Marsh. There are some item shops here. I believe they sell the same thing that they sell over at the actually no, they sell Silk Road. What does Silk Road do? It's okay. This is breakfast and I can go. Oops. What is... Oh, because I bought the iron helm. And iron... No, I didn't buy any iron helm armor. Well, iron helms, I didn't buy any iron armor. So it's only like 101? Okay. So yeah, the Nikea has some pretty decent items. It gets better later on. Mithril Claw and Mithril Spear. Is there anything I can sell? I actually do want to get something and I'm trying to think because there are items I can sell right now. And I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do this because I want to buy both the Mithril Spear and the Mithril Claw, because if I buy both, see, I can... how much does it each probably kill? Oh yeah, because like really essential item. Shit. You know what? Let's sell... Let's sell an iron armor, so we can buy a spear for Edgar. So when we get Edgar in the party, we can put Edgar with that. I believe this guy is the item shop, and I believe he starts selling nothing. Oh, smoke bombs. That's the new item that you sell. It allows you to escape battle. There's the inn. I was talking to this lady. A rock slide has blocked the route that is used that leads you to the northern coast. Yeah, that does get changed, thankfully, later on. And I believe there's some NPCs that block it off. I believe. And you can train here if you want to. It's just very low level enemies though. Nothing such as the move. And just little group, but you can use the area to get you to Narch. I guess it's also a shortcut to Narch. But I believe still at that time when you do get the airship and you get Mog, unfortunately, not much can be done. And the reason why I bring up Mog is because of one of Mog's abilities. One of Mog's dances you can only get through, okay, there's a chocobo still. Oh, that's later on where we encounter that guy. Okay, so, by that guy, I mean there's a NPC that we'll encounter later. Get on my way, standing around the streets like that, covered in filth. Oh, fuck you too, lady. Ain't that damn pretty. Alright, the Kingdom of Dama to the east has fallen to the hands of the Empire as well. All the stuff, look at the junk money. You can sell it and probably get some guilt. Oh, are we gonna get introduced to Humpty and Dumpty? Oh shit, we are. So, this lady right here, this lone NPC, known as a strange old man, lives in a cabin near the lake. I delivered his son 13 years ago. There was a problem bird. The mother didn't survive, and the man couldn't take it and went loony. He did. Thus, Stalk is the baby of some kind of monster and threw it out. Poor little thing. Never getting any chance. She's talking about Gal. And the old man that we met earlier that thought we were the repairman in session 1, that's Gal's father. And he threw him out because he lost his wife while she was birthing their son, Gal. This lady right here, she's a dancer. Hey, handsome thing, why don't you come have a drink with me? And she she falls head over heels for Cyan. And I don't know if yeah, Humpty and Dumpty. So she's referring to her breasts. And Cyan is not trying to have any of that. And Sabin is just like, dude, she is giving you the everything. And she's like, look, if you don't want it, I will. But apparently she has a thing for older men, so yeah. Yeah. It is hilarious. But yeah, that was just a bit of ship sail through the town. They go to Zen, Albert, Miranda, and all of them have been lost to the Empire. Yeah, so can't access the southern continent right now because of the Empire, and our only way to get back to north side is through a ship. So we're actually going to talk to this NPC. I can get to boats. There we go. We're going to talk to this NPC over here. This guy will help us get to Figaro, or South Figaro. He said, so he tells us he can't. Oh, I'll just say. I think he tells us on the boat, but South Figaro is still overtaken by the Empire. So this man, the Notch is just a stone throw away. And I wonder if the others arrived safely. I'm sure they did. Oh, but yeah, this old man is gonna help Gal and them escape through um what is it? He's gonna help them escape through South Figaro so they can go to Narsh. So we only have one scenario left, and that is the scenario of Tara, Edgar, and Bannon, who lost Cyan through their scenario, and we are on the Let River going towards Narsh. So yeah, and I think we're in the back end of Narsh as well. So yeah, I believe the only difference now is that their levels have increased. So you can just continue to hit. Um, Tara can use her magic. Edgar's gonna use his tools, and Bannon is on heal duty. That's all you need Bannon to do. I don't think I have any of my out armor on me, so a lot of my abilities are not going to be using as much damage as I'd like to. So, Tara needs some. There we go. So, yeah. 600 gil, 600 gil, 300 HP. Yeah, also this river is a really good spot to learn, to get some money as well. Especially when you're trying to do a lot of the extra stuff. Like, the airship is cool. The problem with the airship is that you can't get to every location on the airship. So, oh, excuse me. Oh, how rude. So terrible. So, certain things you can't do while you're on the airship. Wait, does Edgar have any weapons equipped to him? Oh, yeah. Okay, he got. Because once we get off Let River, I'm equipped. We got new equipment, so yeah, we're going to be equipping. I don't know how to do it during battle stream, so forgive me. Fucking God, I want to just get out of here. Because Tara doesn't have fire on. Fire is her main choice of magic, but it's not strong enough to really, hit the well, it hits some, but not all. There we go. Bannon leveled up. Terra leveled up. Terra learned Drain. Nice. That is another black magic that saps the enemy's HP, gives you HP. So we are on the other side of Narsh, where the Let River leads to. Unfortunately for us, I don't think we can use damage, can we now? So we're gonna have to use Terra's Cure to heal the party. Okay. Where's those items? I'm gonna put Terra. So Terra's gonna get, I can give her the, oh no, the Magus will drop her defense, but raises her magic, and her magic defense. Bloom has is completely useless on her. So let's give her, we can give her the Magus hat, which I think would be better on Celeste. So let's give her the Iron Helm. We're gonna give Edgar the Iron Helm on the Plume hat. We're actually gonna give Edgar, the Iron Helm. And then the Cotton Rope, we're gonna switch for the Iron Armor. The same thing for the Leather Armor, we're gonna switch for the Iron Armor as well. And I think that's about it. Oh no, we can give him the Neutral Spear. And then we can give Terra Terra can just have her regular weapon. Alright, so I believe that's all we need for Edgar and Terra in terms of switching. Actually, right now I need to give Terra this, that ether, so that way her magic can go back up. So basically, we're just making our way back to Narch, but, the enemies on our way there are not gonna be anything to deal with. Alright, and then we still get to here. Yeah, we weren't that far. Narch, but, we are at Narch. And if we try to walk in, they're from before. Bannon tries to talk to them, and then they push Bannon out the way. And then even Edgar. Yeah, they don't believe Edgar or Bannon, and they won't let them in because of Terra. So Terra says that she knows a way in, even though they won't let them in. So yeah, Terra does know a way in. It is actually thanks to Locke. So, also I'm going to spin this bucket. That restores our HP and MP. It cures us with status elements. Also, we're going to save. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, the music that you're hearing right now, this is the Prelude. This is Six's Prelude. Well, this is the Prelude in general, I'm sorry. This is the Prelude in general. Yeah, this is the Prelude. And I love this. I love 12's rendition, actually. That's my favorite of the Prelude, because it's more orchestral. This here is probably the best I've heard the Prelude in the Final Fantasy series up until the modern games. Like, I guess what you would consider modern, you know, most likely consider Final Fantasies 10 and up, or more so the 3D, because 3D begins with 7. And then 7, 8, 9, 10, and then onward. Till you get the iOS and Android versions, which are more so of a lot of the 2D stuff. Outside of the... Well, no, I'm sorry. We have to count for the advanced ports and the DS ports because... Oh, where am I? Because Final Fantasies... what is it? Final Fantasy 6? Final Fantasy 1, 2, 5, 6 are on DS. Are on Game Boy Advance at the time the DS was. Then Final Fantasy 3 and 4 also ended up on that system. I don't know if 3 is on the Game Boy Advance. I just know 1, 2, 5, and 6 were. And 1, 2, 5, and 6 had the exclusive dungeons, the changes to the names to fit for the modern game. 8 added Fire, Fura, and Faraga to the lineup. Also, we got an enemy encounter that is the Valor. He's just a stronger, what's his name? Ridge Thrower. But he goes down in 5 too. Alright. And then we will run into the moon. Because we're in the case of Night. Well, I can Dire Axe. I'm not gonna single target. I'm just gonna... I could use Bio Blaster. Kill the what's her name up there. Because he is from oh, never mind. Alright, so. My experience for Gil. Love Gil. Gil. Look at that. And then later on, when we start stacking more gills when we turn. So, this area right here, you see that flashing light? You must follow it. If you don't follow that light, there will be an encounter with an enemy known as Kankka. Must be a place. What place is this room? They used to test applicants for the city guard. We should be fine as long as we follow the light and make sure we don't make mistakes. Light will surround us, and we'll have to tag the green orange light to proceed. So basically, yeah, we just have to be very careful. If not, an orange light will appear around us, and if we don't hit the light precisely, then we're screwed. Okay, so yeah, we're screwed. Anyway, dark sides are the encounters that we run into, and dark sides are basically what we faced on the train. I believe dark sides don't have anything of value to steal. But just like any other undead creature or apparition, they'll have auto regen, but because of the heal, they're killing themselves. And because we did encounter Darkseid, we were able to. Okay, but we just gotta make sure we follow correctly this time. Because we followed Darkseid. I beat Darkseid again. I believe there's a different Darkseid. Okay. And go up. Yep, and there we go. We encountered the Muggles. Yeah, this is the area where we encountered the Muggles. Oh, well, Terra encountered the Muggles. Spritzers. I remember these guys. Low level enemies. So I have to do 2 damage to them. No point of me trying to swing because Terra can knock them out with fire. So, and I think thanks to the sprint shoes on Edgar, we were able to get through. Also, I believe if we go in this direction, we'll run into the Muggles. Yep, Muggles. Koopa. But this one in the back, Koopa. Cool? Yeah, that's Smog. So we can't really speak to these guys, but yeah, these are the Muggles that helped Terra. Don't open that chest. Wait till later. When you come back here, much later. That's gonna be a very awesome item later. And you're gonna definitely need it. Which is why I'm not touching that item. For that reason. Yeah, there are a lot of items in Arch that I won't be touching either because later on in the game, story and progress, like I'm not touching that one or that one. Yeah, a lot of those are gonna be better items, trust me. You don't need to touch them right now, they're gonna be better items. I know one of them is the blood sword, which another one is a protect ring, which is pretty cause you're gonna get a protect ring later anyway. So no need for it. And then bandit. Oh, okay. But yeah, definitely items we're not until late game. I was gonna say, what, did they put a boss here too? No, it's just somewhere I'm at. So, I know with that flag, and with that spear. Alright. And we're basically done with Terra, Edgar, and Bandit scenario once we get through this cave. Because once we cross this bridge, we will enter in the house where Terra met that gentleman who helped her. Anakin there. Oh, and Terra too. This is Arpis. Yeah. So at this point, everyone has ended up in Narsh. And now all the scenarios are together. Okay, I gotta move my mouse. I must start getting away. Alright. So, yeah, everyone is now here in Narsh. So now the big plot continues. So they're meeting with the townsfolk who still don't believe Terra is going to help them because at least she's still evil. And works with the Empire. Who, okay, so here's the thing about Narsh, and I don't know if I explained this earlier, but I'm going to explain it now. Narsh is neutral. Narsh does not side with the Empire or the uh, Returner. The people of Narsh don't know is that the Empire doesn't care if they're neutral or not. They want that escort. So the Returners are trying to convince them to side with them for their safety because the Empire is basically about to betray them in about a moment's time. And they don't care. So, with that said, they didn't believe Edgar was Edgar, and they didn't believe Bannon was Bannon. So now they're here in the meeting house, thanks to Arvis, to convince them that they need to, get themselves together. So, yeah, Arvis is like, guys, we need to side with him. Otherwise, we'll end up like Doma. And they're like, well, Doma chose her, and then that's when Cyan and them come in. They're like, no. We were never with Shiders, and they killed us. They killed all my people. Yeah, the War of the Magi, the alien conflict that laid waste to the world. You think it could happen again? Oh yeah, it's gonna happen again. You guys are supporting it, so that doesn't make it any better. And to the Savior. The Empire killed everyone in Doma down to the last child. Kankka poisoned them. He sure did. About Beret. Well, it's good. Because Doma cooperate with the training. As long as we remain neutral, we gotta make it too fair. And then that's when Locke comes in, and says things again. Well, yeah, Celeste. For those who don't know, Celeste is wonderful. She's the general of the Empire, or former general of the Empire, and she kind of desecrated Miranda. Yeah. It's like Locke said, Empire does not care because they were going to kill Celeste. And if it wasn't for her, we wouldn't know that the Empire is on their way to Mars. Oh yeah, and Tara drops the ball on Cyan. I use the Imperial evil. Does that mean all of the sentences right now? Alright, do as well. And here, we're under attack. So is. Whereas the Empire's music, I don't care what we have to do. Get me that Esper. Mm-hmm. Oh. Kefka leads her army, heading towards us to grab one. And yep. Kefka wants all who are in his way to die. Mm-hmm. Oh, last one. Mm-mm-mm. So, now, people are in danger. Mm-hmm. Alright. So now, the group is making their way to another location near the so and Celeste, who remembers Tara, yep. So yeah, out of the blue question. But Tara, and Celeste do know each other because she used to be part of the Imperial Guard, and she was basically Captain's little puppet. Celeste tells Tara, and this is a big factor, that she wasn't, excuse me, able, she wasn't born to use magic like Tara was. So in the process of it, Celeste was infused with magic, and the Esper's magic itself, which we'll learn later. And here is Celeste and Cyan. Cyan doesn't trust Celeste, but Celeste tells him she is still trustworthy. Very much trustworthy. So here, if you need to, um, I believe this is where we start equipping all of our allies with certain items, if we need to. Uh, let's see, equip. Can I? Oh, actually, let's remove, and then also let's remove Relic because I don't want to give him Genji armor. I want to give him. What can I give? Oh, you know what? I want to give you Imp armor. I mean, I'm not Imp armor. White cloak. Yes, and then do we equip you with a shield? Oh, we don't have a shield. Okay, so lock is set. Swap for Celeste. I'll put Celeste with new items. First, we're gonna get rid of Plume Hat so we can give her the Maggot hat, which will increase her defense, her magic, and her magic, her defense, her physical defense, magic defense, and her physical and her magic setup. It's 100 point. It's 1 point less in defense, but it is literally 5 in magic and 7 in defense, which the Plume Hat doesn't. With the Plume Hat, which is already equipped with the so yeah, we're gonna give her the Magus Hat. For shield, we're gonna give her no. Okay. So she's ready. Push her for Cyan, who I believe Cyan already has. Let's put my yeah. Beret, heavy shield. Yeah, so Cyan's good. Edgar, who should have his weapons ready. Equip. Uh-huh. What? Increases speed, but reduce. Ooh, that's a heavy reduction right there. No, we don't need that. Let's go to Gal. Mhm. I believe doesn't need to make a 15. Yeah, can't equip any regular armor. Alright, Gal's good, and then we'll switch Gal with Terra, and then we will save and then talk to Bannon. For we are going to have the next part of this sequence ready. And it plays one of my favorite music tracks in the game as well. It's called Protect the Esper in the OST. And God, it's a beautiful music track. So, we will split the party into three so we can deal with Kefka. So, Terra and Edgar will be one team. Um, Celeste and Locke will be a team. And then Cyan, Sabin, and Gal will be a team. It's basically what we had set up for last. Get used to this setup for formations because you will need this for late game and some of the stuff in the second half of the game as well. So, with that done, here they come. So this is Protect the Esper. Kefka, who is the boss of this particular scenario, will start sending troops towards us. Green troops, brown troops, and he'll have a specialized troop next to him. That no matter where you move, so you can press the select button to switch into formations. There is an easier way to block off Kefka and his army, but we're gonna do this the legitimate way. So, yep. Any enemies you encounter as such. So we're going to use magic for Gal. David uses Blitz, and we're going to just have Cyan attack because he has black belts for the cookie. So, with that said, welcome to this awesome music track. This is, I hope you guys can hear this. Yeah, it should be awesome. Okay, so yeah, this is Protect the Esper. This is a music track, I want to say by Nobu Uematsu, who was still doing music for Final Fantasy, currently still doing music for Final Fantasy as well. So yeah, the green guys are pretty much the lower level moves, so we won't have too much problem with them. If an ally team runs into any enemies, we will everything will shift to them. I'm trying to see. You have... Oh no, he's not. Oh, I think because we just encountered him. Damn it. Angel Whisper. We kind of don't have a lot of saving small stuff either, so we'll just be playing off of what they know of. I didn't move anyone to Bannon because I figured that we would have enough allies here. Did I hit the Genji Club to saving? I don't think I did. I need to get Saber in the Genji Club. Die. Ooh, nice move. Gravity. Which I believe is what Gal gets for when he, because what enemy is got me? Oh, the Angel Whisper. So no, I didn't give Saban the EG glove. I need to give Saban the EG glove. So I have Galvy, Gravity, and then Cyan will swing. By the way, Gravity Magnet, and I didn't even point that out. Gravity, Gravira, and Graviga relics. So he'll lose his defense. Oh, by 1 point. Okay, that's fine. Okay, we're gonna offer. There we go. So now he has the Genji glove with 2 mental items. Alright, and now Lock is under attack. Alright, so Lock and Celeste. So Celeste will not be using Remy. Celeste will be using Blizzard, and Lock will be swinging. So Celeste has the Plume hack, which increases her magic stats, as well as her magic spent in her physical defense, which is good. Later on, we will have more items for Celeste and Terra, specifically, that will do some really good shit. I think we're gonna kill the Hunting Hound, right? But because we're gonna steal potions from the Corporal. Blizzard and swing at them with Lock. Lock does not get his Thieves Night till later. Sucks, that would be a really good item for trying to steal weapons and stuff. So, yeah, basically, we're just waiting for the enemies to come to us. Speaking of which, Terra now gets a chance, her and Edgar, 4 corporals. So, Terra is going to use her magic of fire, and Edgar is going to use the Battle Blaster, since these enemies are all humanoid. Which I hope this works, because the Battle Blaster is bio, auto, and it should, there it goes. Good choice. So yeah, the green moves are just low loaded, and it's the brown ones that we need to worry about. So the side. When we hear another Blizzard, we should be good. Damn, Rock. Terra. Oh, we are surrounded. Edgar and his File Blaster. Terra and her Cure. Oh, I meant to cure both her and Edgar. A lovely Cure will heal her. And it's a single target cure. Turn around, hit them with the File Blaster. And we're not gonna tear a move anymore at this point. Right. That is time for Cyan, and now the brown cloak enemies are coming. So we have Imperial, we have more health and Corporal. Bushido. Cat Scratch. Blitz. Oh yeah, we're not done. I think, well, I'll go ahead and just speed this up. Oh shit, save it there, never mind. Oh, that's right. Phoenix down. Save me. That's why I didn't want to put the season feature. And stone. Bang. Alright. Oh, we have a new enemy, Fido. Which I believe Fido's are ice? Don't quote me on that. Magic. Yeah, let's just single target it. Was I? Yeah. Let's back up to Jason's key count. Hey. I mean, Terra's next. Oh no. Cyan's next. Then it's Terra. Then it's Terra again. Corporal. Oh, that's right. Float is cast. Great cast. That was the added effect of having, who was it? Having, what's your name as our, I remember his name. The Angel Whisperer. The ghost. But he's done with auto, well, the auto float is actually pretty cool. Alright. Alright. Wow. Jesus Christ, more corporals. Work. Terran Edgar. Well, not one, but two out. Ahead of them. Magic armor. Blaster. Bye, Edgar. Don't worry, Edgar. We'll bring you back up. There's actually Terra Smith with that one. Kira. Well, I mean, Kira was out of fuck, though. Jesus Christ. What are you gonna do to you guys? Oh, crossbow. Share a single target fire. God, I can't wait till we get Fira, Blizzard, Thunder. Oh, an arrow. That's a new thing. Which I believe we can learn 3 different ways. So you can learn arrow from an enemy, and I believe... No, I think a weapon can teach you arrow? Don't quote me on that. Really? Not hiding them? Alright. Corporals and hounds. Fire! Fight over and corporal. Blizzard. Damn it, Lock. Phoenix down. Oh, I just fucking back up. God damn it. Okay, fuck it. Wow, she does that. Listen. Blizzard. So even Celeste's power is where it is now is not strong enough to fight off Fidos or Fidors. She did win. Oh, Celeste gained a level. Oh, she learned Dim. We're gonna need that for later. Let's pause. Celeste might die. I don't want her to die. Yeah, so let's die. Fuck. Okay, we gotta get the banning. I wanted to do Pokemon Team use the same noise animations for fire, I mean Ember. Cause fire here sounds like Ember. Hold on. We need items. I hate to use this, but I'm in a dire situation. Alright, there goes my elixir. Magic. Nice. Wait, is that it? No, we got a few more. So let's get back in formation. Actually, we're gonna be locking in here. Back attack. Items gone. Damn, there's so many. Heavy armor and magic barrier. Uh-oh, that's not good. Probably auto shell. Oh, it's a what? Hmm. My last Phoenix now. I thought Celeste Black was gonna not fuck me over. Damn. not good. Let's use hard version. Blizzard. Please don't kill Celeste, please don't kill Celeste. God damn it, kill Celeste. Okay, let's try this again. Heavy armor and corporal. Magic barrier. Look, that only lasts for one turn, so. Oh wait, really? It still keeps going? God damn, it's the last. Fine, we'll send Tara and Edgar to do the job. Oh, that's all different enemies. There we go. Sorry, I was not quiet. It's just like, oh, fuck, that was less than Kankka. Yeah, I mean, it's less than Terra. I didn't think that was gonna happen. Alright. And they're down. And is this the last encounter we have with any of the soldiers? Please let it be, because I know there's one more, and it's that Beast Rider shit. Right? I believe that's all of them. I don't think there's any going towards Cyan and Edgar. I mean, Cyan and Nord. Alright, so we can go and take actually the fight to Kankka. There is one more lone enemy, and it's this loser. Elixir on Terra. Eye Potion on Edgar. And that is the Test Rider. This guy here. Tails Rider. Alright. Yeah, one ugly beast looking creature. I believe he's humanoid, so Bio Blaster will work. But we're just gonna hit him with fire. Jesus Christ, that thing is definitely made out of the Magic Tech Research Facility. Look how ugly this thing is. Jesus. But I believe it's humanoid in here. Ooh, the bio's working. That's good. Stop that shit. Yeah, or use bio or use fire. Single target. There we go. I believe we obtained... Oh, aggregate one. We got remedy. We got hell of money. Alright, it's time to beat up Kankka. Alright, so now is our battle with Kankka, the general. So Kankka can use some pretty nasty magic attacks, and he can also single target. Luckily enough, Edgar has a Bio Blaster, Terra can use her own magic. If we could get the bio off on him, that'd be great, because then we could sap him for his own shit. And, oh god, Edgar had low HP going into this battle. Yeah, this is really the only legit time we'll actually be fighting against Kankka that is technically scripted, but not scripted to the point where, bullshit is bullshit. Enjoy while you can. I think in another battle, not Edgar, but Kankka will have a Fladle. He doesn't have nothing really big to steal off of him, if I'm not mistaken. I think an Ether and an Elixir, and those are rare, if I'm not mistaken. No, we're gonna hit Kankka with everything we have at this point. Oh yeah, poison. This, I think this is meant to have Celeste on the team. Because she can ruin Kankka's magic. Thunder. Shit, really? Wow. This... Okay. Well then, I guess we'll just have the meatheads do it. Since they're right there. I don't know how strong Kankka's physical stats are, but we're gonna try it. Alright. Kankka. Bushido. A Rage Cactus. And Blitz. Yeah. I think you've won yet. Please. Coward. Alright, well we did it. Peace Ring, which I think is auto safe. Hmm. I don't know, but we're gonna see. And probably one of the most scariest moments in Final Fantasy history. So here's the crazy thing is, no one's ever seen Terra interact with the Astro. Well, some have, but they haven't. And Terra's gonna start reacting to it. Yeah. And yeah, Terra's having a violent reaction to the Esper. And Biggs and Wedge, remember, were the only ones who have seen this. Valor, Valor, yeah, and Terra is trying to speak to the Esper. And Terra ends up in a trance. Or it's trying to communicate with her. And this is where everything gets willy-nilly. For this is Terra's transformation. This is Terra Trance. And if you have very sensitive ears, I would cover your ears right now. Yeah, that scream. Oh boy, that scream has terrified many of people. But Terra, who reacted to the Esper, has lost control of herself and is flying all over the place because she's scared and she doesn't know what's going on with herself. Pretty much, Terra has now entered trance, and she's never reacted to herself entering her trance state. So because of this, Terra's body has now started to go all out of whack. Um, kind of like if you put a moth to a flame, and the moth will react accordingly. So because none of them have seen Terra react to the Esper and such, um, this is how they reacted. So yeah, Terra has gone on a rampage. They don't know where she is, but they're going to go find her. And they're worried for their friend. You know, they've never seen her act like that. Yeah. So no one's never seen Terra look like that. But yeah, this is the inclusion. And we'll know more about that once we re-encounter Terra. But for right now, they're going to go search for her. This splits the party once again into groups. Some are going to go to Terra's side and find her, while the others are going to stay here in Nars in case the Empire tries to attack again and capture the Esper. So, yeah, some will stay here to protect Brandon, while the others go and help Terra. So Celeste offers to go with Locke because she is afraid for Terra. So this is how we're going to do it. Locke. Oh, they're actually, I thought they were automatic. Never mind. So Locke, Celeste, Edgar, and Sabin will be my party. So, Rune Knight, Treasure Hunter, Machinist, and Monk. While the Samurai and the Feral Youth are going to stay. So, Feral Youth is what they class your boy, Locke. your boy Gal. While we're engaged to this, we're actually in the other half. I mean, we're basically now another. I guess we could say, would we say we're the halfway point here? I don't know what we're calling ourselves here, but no, we're not gonna end here. We're still gonna keep going. But now we can travel through the city of Narsh. That is Narsh's Inn. I believe this is Narsh's. This is Narsh's item shop. We do need to stock up on some items because that battle runs out. So, I'm gonna buy a few of these. I'm gonna buy a couple of these. We really don't need any. Okay, maybe like 4 speaking of that. But, I know Narsh has a weapon shop. I just want to know, does Narsh's weapon shop have better? There is the weapon and armory shop, which I think has just better armor and better weapons. Great sword. Missile claw. No, so basically everything we already have. Oh, we have Ladles in the moon ring. The moon ring is a weapon for lock, which does some awesome damage. Yeah, it's throwing weapons. The Fladle has a spike ball on the end of on the chain with a handle. Here's the thing: if you equip Celeste with a Fladle, she cannot use Runic. Runic is only meant for swords. Swords that are not the ultimate weapon. And because of that, Celeste she can equip it, but it won't allow her to do Runic. And because of that, I'm not going to buy that for her. We can buy it for Terra, but Terra's not in our party right now because she's having her little psychotic misplay. I'd love to buy the moon ring, but I might just skip out on it. Yeah, I think it's time for more damage. We will get new items though, I believe, once we go to the eastern side of the northern continent. You know what? We'll buy the moon ring. We'll give it to Locke, but it won't be like the permanent item once we get to it. So, yeah, heavy shield, equipped, iron helm over. Really, iron helm over Queen Hat? I would have at least gave her the Queen Hat. We're going to Queen Hat. Just the 3 defense. The magical defense was kind of better, but like I said, we'll get better helms and stuff for the girls. We'll get the force shields and the Minervia busters, the cat ear hood, force shield, force armor. God, we just get really good items. Where is I think there is no what's the name here? What? I do believe there's something else we can do, but I don't know if we still have access to it yet, because I think it might be a little later on in the game. No, we can enter here. Okay. In here are all these treasure chests. We have earrings, these knives. That's really good for lock. That is locked. 5,000 gil. Reflect ring. A hyper wrist. And these braids. This guy here, he says, only that chest in the back corner. I wonder what's it. That is the golden hairpin. Unfortunately, we cannot attain the golden hairpin as of right now because it's locked behind a bit of a side quest situation. Which sucks. Because we'll have to choose between that and an optional party member. With that said, let's see. No, let's go back to La. Sorry. La can now equip the Thief Knife. This will allow Locke to steal from an enemy. It increases his speed by 3, increases his evade by 10, and increases his magic evade by 10, while dropping his attack to
by measly 7 points over the moon ring. If I were to give him, if I did give it to him, oh, he doesn't have the Genji glove. That's a put to our boy Saban. But for the sake of still, I'm giving him a piece like Saban on the no, I'm not even saving any other items. Oh, wait. We need to go back in though, because we need to give Celeste some relics. We're gonna give her double. We're gonna give her a mixture of love. We're gonna give her another earring to basically increase her magic powers, which is really fun off. I wish we had the Hero's Ring, because the Hero's Ring is an item that buffs both her magic stats. The nice code we're gonna get rid of for the thief brace. The thief brace. The thief brace will increase the success rate of steal from ass to more ass, but at least increase it to where it's not such an issue. For Edgar, we're gonna give him the Resource Glove because it's gonna increase attack power. You basically have everything I want on you, but we're gonna give you the Hyperresist of the Gigas gloves because the Hyperresist will at least give you. Oh yeah, we're gonna keep you with the Gigas gloves, and we do have the Reflect Ring. The Reflect Ring, for those who don't know, is an item that will increase. No, that will give you auto reflect, which will be very more useful later on in the series. Practice heal. Can we heal? No, we can't. Yeah, we really gotta go speed. No, we'll spin the bucket. We'll read that, we will go spin the bucket. But yeah, we got everything we wanted for the most part right now. I actually am gonna go back. Yeah, there's the relic shop. Is there any in the relic shop? Oh. No, this is all over the This house. Is there anything important in it? I don't think till later on. Oh, there's house. No, to be honest, I'm not sure what to do until war, but on the other hand. Oh yeah, there's an elixir. Clock. Oh. I don't think we can read this. No. Okay, so this is the blank book. Right. But we got that elixir, which is great, because that helps with MP. There's nothing really I do. In here. Nope. So all the items that we have, they're already equipped. And if you're worried about Genji gloves, don't worry. We have plenty of options for getting Genji gloves. Alright, so that is pretty much about it. There's really nothing. Oh, the relics. Let's see what relics they have. I think are basically what we already have now. From before. So, yes, virtues, jewelry, berries ring. What berries ring? Prevents poison and darkness. Barrier ring. A ring enhanced with a limited vision of shell. Cast shell when the world is okay, so it's SOS shell. The mithril glove, United's code. So basically stuff we already have if you didn't get it and want to get it now. With that, I need nothing else. So we can head to South Figaro. Oh no, we can head to Figaro because we can head to South Figaro. I forgot South Figaro's overtaken by I should say the Republicans. The South Figaro is taken over by the Empire. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna spin that bucket and then we're gonna go save. Because that was showing a lot of stuff we had to do. I forgot the shirt shoes was so fast. Alright. So yeah, we're gonna save it. We haven't saved it. Edgar level 14, Celeste level 13, Lock level 12, and Saban level 13. we're gonna do our best to level up everybody as much as we can before we get to the end of the first half of the game. But with that said, we can now travel across the overworld as it plays the overworld version of Terra. It's still one of my favorites in terms of just your basic overworld. But I know it's overkill, but trust me. The way these guys are killing enemies, you're gonna need it. Alright. Grenade there. Crossbow. Crossbow bow. Bust. Oh, that's in the version. Cool. I have messages on Discord. Oh, just probably my own shit. Well, it should say I'm streaming. Oh no, it says I'm playing Virtual Boy. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do do. Do do do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Oh, I'm supposed to be playing the battle theme. Da na 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 na. Actually, I like nice battle theme. I have a really sick battle theme. Especially with that ultimate force. Da na 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 na. Da na 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 na. Da na 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 na. Oh, it's so good. I'm messing it up, but it's so good. And I play it, but that's gonna give me some copyright issues, and I don't have time for that. So, we're here back in Figueroa Castle. Because why are we back in Figueroa Castle? One is plot. Also, there's this interaction here too. Sabin hasn't been back for a while. But I reckon it's change furnishing. I'm gonna switch Edgar to the top. It's Celeste in the back row. And I didn't actually realize that was a problem. Why Celeste kept dying so much. Celeste was in the front, she was in the back row. But yeah. We're gonna have a little touching tale between Edgar and Sabin. Which I don't know how to figure. Oh, we have to go to sleep. So yeah, I forgot. Edgar and Saban's home is actually out of here. Also, Golden Needle, which is whatever it is. Well, I can't take one from the king family, don't you? Well, be quiet and take it. So yeah, little thing here is that we get half off. Edgar and Sabin get half off on items. So if you need anything, it's best to come to Figueroa to get it because of the king. Edgar, despite the stuff we say, very kind king. And also because the king gets half all the damn items and shit you can buy. Holy fuck. Alright, so with that said, we're gonna go to the area where we can rest. And we're gonna have Sabin and Edgar get us back. Would you like to? Yes. So, while they're resting, we're gonna get this cutscene. So this cutscene implies more so of what happened with Edgar and Sabin. For as we all know, Edgar is the king but Sabin is his twin brother. What exactly happened between Sabin and Edgar to where Edgar became king and Sabin didn't? Because there's a lot of story that gets told in these things, but yeah, it is a lot. So Sabin is reflecting on what happened that unfortunate day. Sabin's father died. He was poisoned by the Empire. Uh, because of this, Edgar and Sabin, oh, didn't take the news too well. And because of this, um, Edgar and Sabin's father has died. Edgar, trying to help his brother with his pain, um, decided that, well, we need to figure out a successor because, you know, dad's dead, mom's gone, and they need to figure out who's going to be over the castle. Because his rule was not, basically what's going to happen is Edgar and them are going to move royalties over. So, you know. And Sabin's not taking this one. Yeah. It's not easy for Sabin. So, yeah. They need a successor. They need someone to figure out who's going to take it. So, here, Edgar and Sabin are deciding who is going to take over the kingdom. Even though Edgar, it's very weird because in this version it doesn't really tell the true story between what Edgar and Sabin are going through, and I wish they added more depth to it. Sabin doesn't want to be king. However, between Edgar and Sabin, the kingdom needs one of them to be king so that they can move forward with the kingdom and what they're going to do further on. Edgar decides to flip a coin. If heads, it's for, Sabin, and he becomes king. If tails, it's, well, it basically is heads or tails. And if it's heads, Sabin gets to do what he wants. And if tails, Edgar gets to do what he wants. There's no regrets and no hard feelings. So, because of this, Edgar tricked Sabin with a double-headed coin. Well, with a double-tailed coin. This song is called Coin Toss, which is in memory of that fateful night. Edgar tricked Sabin and gave him his freedom. And Edgar became king. This is a friendly banner between brothers. The fact that both of them sit on the same throne and united as brothers was very touching. Edgar gave Sabin something he wanted, which he never got the chance to. Edgar gave Sabin freedom. And it's a weird concept, and I know some people are not going to understand it, but it's the understanding of my brother wants to be free. And I don't want him to have this burden on him. And in which Edgar let Sabin, leave the kingdom. And he thought he was doing the right thing. Which, in terms, yes, it's something that he did because, you know, siblings. And they love each other, of course. It's brother love. And that's why Edgar did what he did. Not necessarily tricking Sabin, but giving Sabin his freedom. And with that said, ladies and gentlemen, that is probably basically the end of the figure of leverage. That's the last part of the story. I would have saved it for later, as part of the World of Ruin, but I wanted to get it out of the way. So anyway, while we had that touching scenario to go on, it is time for us to deal with the castle. Now you're gonna ask, deal with the castle? Yeah. So in order to get to the other side of the continent, I don't know how I ended up leaving the castle. We need to go to talk to this man. This man is one of Edgar's engineers. We're gonna go to Culligan. How are we gonna get to Culligan? Well, remember when Edgar said that Figaro Castle can submerge under the sand? Here you go. We're using the submersible to traverse through the land. And we're moving from Figaro to Culligan. This is on the other side of the mountain. Yeah, Edgar's dad was an engineer, and he built Figaro Castle from the ground up. In conjunction, Edgar learned from his father how to work machines. This is also part of the reason why he is a machinist. Did my nails Yes, we did. Oops. Hold on, everybody. I'm going to use my brand new 10-split USB port, which I bought online a week ago on Amazon, which they went up on the membership. I have to pay $17 Like, what the fuck, Amazon? Anyway, fuck my baby up. Yeah, because I'm using a rechargeable battery for my fuck, are you serious? Come on now. I'm using a rechargeable battery, a rechargeable power pack for my USB cord. Ugh. Why did I choose the long ass one? I could have just chose the short one. Well, it's gonna take a minute. Yeah, I'm gonna charge my cord. I bought these cords actually because my brother needed some cords, and I was like, man, I'll buy him some cords. I also needed some cords. He said he needed some cords. Why he's here. I wanted to make sure he had everything he needed. So I went and bought him some. And hell, it was a 4-pack, so I bought myself. So I got myself some. Alright. There we go. Okay, so now it's charging, but I can also pick this bad boy up to my phone. Alright, so we are in Culligan. Why are we in Culligan? Well, this is the other side, and the town we're about to approach is the city of Culligan. It's the town of Culligan. And if we talk to the townspeople, a strange glowing creature flew here, scaring the living daylights out of me. It took southward towards Jador. What was that weird? Was that weird thing? Was that thing really a monster? It stopped right in front of my little girl, and its gentle eyes. I saw a pretty light and came here. Everyone else was afraid, but I liked it. Yeah, Tara was here in Culligan. It's my home. It's my dream to see the opera at the Opera House south of Jador. For a handsome date, of course, I get a doll. put on a sequence dress. So that's plot relevant. And a girl named Rachel used to live here, up in that house. No one lives there anymore though. And we have some plot relevance actually here, but that's information to the person that it has plot relevance to. This town is connected to Locke. This Rachel was Locke's girlfriend. As we're breaking sequences and stuff here, I'm supposed to talk to someone else. Locke and Rachel were a couple. Locke being the bad boy that he is. Unfortunately, there was some situation going on. Locke and Rachel went out traveling, and Rachel risked her life to save Locke. Locke survived, Rachel somewhat didn't. Rachel lost her memory through a fall. And unfortunately, Rachel couldn't remember who she was, nor who Locke was. She had amnesia. And unfortunately, Rachel's parents were very upset with Locke because of what happened. So, Rachel's parents kicked him out and told him, and Rachel, who was on amnesia, told him she never wanted to see him again. At a point, Locke didn't leave, but everyone else was like, Locke, you gotta move on, buddy. She's better off without you, and you guys need to move on. So he did. Unfortunately, the Empire moved in and attacked Colgan. In the process of it, Rachel finally did get her memory back, but it was too late because the Empire had attacked the city, and while her memory returned, she unfortunately died. And that to the point of why Locke protects the women around him. He'll get another elixir. God damn, so many elixirs. But yeah, because of that, can we rest? No, we can't. I don't think can we rest in any of these beds, and I doubt it. No, we can't, because there's an end. But yeah, and because of that, Locke lost Rachel. Oh, also this house right here, this completely fucking damaged. Tara did that. It should. Alright. That thing, I don't know what it was, but it tore my house. Some kind of glowing monster. So yeah, if you thought the house so you didn't see, my younger brother, a bit eccentric, lives up north. He says he's going to build a coliseum with sun monsters. He is talking about the guys who will build the Dragon X Coliseum. Probably one of the most amazing additions to the Final Fantasy series. Like, probably one of the most what the fuck moments. Here, we can buy basically Air Knife, Chain Fladle, and Moon Ring Blade. Also buy some more Shurikens, Fire Scroll, Water Scroll, Lightning Scroll, Invisibility Scroll. Those are items for Shadow, who I do believe is on this continent, but there really is no need to interact with Shadow because you already have a one-man party. Here, we can buy Mithril Shield, we can buy Magus hats, Twisted Bandanas, which actually you don't even have to buy the Twisted Bandana. You can steal the Twisted Bandana from an enemy weakening up later on. The Iron Helm, and the Silk Robe. I believe it's and the Iron Armor. But I believe that is all we can get in terms of weapons and stuff. And then here we can just buy more items. It is cheaper to buy items from Figaro because Edgar and Sabin, so we won't have those issues. Anyway, that is pretty much it in terms of those areas. If we go up north and we visit this house,
This weird, creepy, kooky house is, ironically, locked. It's been a while, it's been ages. Oh, what's that? Don't worry, your treasure's quite safe. This is Rachel. Yeah, lock kept Rachel's body, um, together. I guess when he found, yeah, this is 100% creepy. Locke kept her body it's still intact. He wants to find a way to get her soul back. And Locke has been searching for this legendary treasure to do such. To basically get one more chance to talk to Rachel. Um, it's very weird. It's heartbreaking. It's also very creepy because it's like, dude, that's necrophilia. Your girlfriend's dead, dude. Like, yeah, let her go, man. I mean, he has some revelation later on that is still just, dude, it's creepy. It's creepy, dude. Oh, necro. But it's also like, shit, some people do call him necro. You get into this back way through the house and you get this chest. There's another green beret. Which will increase someone's HP. So yeah, we got the green beret. Actually, who came up with the green beret? Actually, lock can. You already have one. You can, which will up your defense, evasion, and magical defense. Celeste can, but it'll reduce her magic and her magical defense, but it'll up her defense and evasion. I'm gonna give this to Locke since he's, the thief. So yeah, basically we have all these older items, which we don't really need. But yeah, that's pretty much our visit to here in Colligan. If you go to the pub, you'll see Shadow, who you can, the guy who tells you he's an assassin. We get some rather unsavory shots in here. That guy over there is an assassin, yeah. So, for I think it's a whopping 1,000 GP or gil, you can have Shadow join your party if you don't have a large amount of people in your party. Actually, do we heal? Not really. We can heal back in in Figaro Castle, but yeah, that's where you can find Shadow, and we're still giving Shadow no gear because he's not gonna permanently stay in the party even at this point. Let me tell you, he will go with you all the way up until either Zozo or Jador, and then he'll leave. So we have Vultures and we have Battle Fangs. Not too spectacular here either. The enemies the further on you get aren't too spectacular. Most of them are going to start being retrained, like the wolves. Other than that, yeah, the blood fangs and stuff, yeah, that's not the right one. Trust me. But yeah. How long is that wing damage? Probably. Alright, and then there's a little thief animation that Locke does when he's using the thief knife. It'll act like he's stealing, and it still holds the same rate of theft. From jack shit to jack shit. In some cases. So, yeah, we're gonna beat up these dogs and take their gear, their money. That's the whole question. I think what we'll do here, because I think by the time when we get to Jador, I'm getting very tired, and
I was supposed to stream earlier, but that kind of didn't happen because of other things. Ooh, rock wasps. I believe they're weak to fire. You can steal an antidote off of them. And that's about it. Unfortunately, I don't have fire. I got ice. So maybe the magic will save us. But if not, it's just schools. And Celeste has her magic. So which is perfectly fine. Awesome, level up. Alright. I believe I'm gonna chocolate straight and then cut forth here. Iron Fist. So these losers, I don't know why I'm calling them losers, but these guys, you can steal twisted bandanas from them if you haven't already gotten the item. Yeah, see, twisted headband. That's just what I'm sorry. Twisted headband. Which is very mediocre at this point because we've already got iron helmet. Yeah, it's like, oh. Yeah, that's the thing. So, yep, soul potion. Cool. But, yeah, these guys have really physical abilities because so do the rock planet. Or the rock wasp. Sorry, rock wasp. But, yeah. Basically making our way to Jador. On the other side of this mountain, ironically enough, that's Zozo. Jesus Christ, Zozo. Ironically enough, is a point of interest because Zozo, with some plot significance to the game. It's not a big plot significance, but no, fuck it, it is. Okay. I like the hard Zozo. We have our next boss fight in Zozo, and we have our next mandatory meeting in Zozo. We find Terra, so spoilers, Terra's in Zozo. And, yeah, we've got a lot of stuff to do in... Also, be careful with poison types because it will poison you. And I believe you can steal an... Ironically enough, you can steal an antidote off of these guys. So, after that, I need to use Poisona on... No, I don't. It's not right. I should have poison... I have an antidote on me. I know. Yeah, I do. Also, fuck this shit. There we go. I was about to say, wait a minute. I think I have an antidote. Well, see, we don't have Aura Blades. If we had Aura Blades, I'd be using Aura Blades right now. Or Air Blade. Or Fire Dance, actually. Now I'm thinking about it, Saban does not have Fire Dance. I'm kinda pissed too, because Fire Dance would be great. Fire Dance, or to use Phoenix Dance in this game. It's one of Saban's moves that does a AoE attack. Yeah, right, an AoE physical attack. And it's really cool. I don't know if it's fire damage attributed, but yeah, so we are here in the rich city of Jador. Jador is where we can find more plot stuff. Let's have to take a look at the items. We have Kaiser Knuckle. We have the Kiku Ichimonji. The Kiku Ichimonji. Ichimonji. This is a sword for Cyan. We have the Kaiser Knuckles, which are knuckles for your boy Saban. We have the Kodachi, which is a knife for Shadow, who's not in our party. Shadow Scroll, which I believe, creates an illusionary image. Decoy, basically. And then we have more of the scrolls,
which we could have used, but no. Well, alright, then let's see. Who's the inn? Sorry. This is the armor shop. Mithril shield, twisted headband, mithril vest, ninja gear, and white dress. So, no, we're not gonna buy anything right now. We can wait at least till later. I just wanted to show off to you guys exactly where certain things are. Up here, I believe is the relic shop, and then the opera. I mean, is it the opera house? No, it's not the official opera house. It's Alzer's house. So, relic shop, peace ring. This allows us to avoid berserk and confusion. Barrier. Ring has 50 limited bit. Oh no, we already know about barrier. Mythical glove, sniper eye, which we can buy. This allows the scope that allows the wielder to lock onto an enemy and ensures physical damage. A physical attack will never hit. So that's when we can buy a second sniper eye if needed, which it is for one monster we do encounter. That's Alzer's house. Along the way, this is the auction house. Fun fact: the auctions are not in service right now. However, we'll need to come back because there's some plot, not necessarily plot, but there's some optional things that we can get from it, and we'll definitely need it. Two of them are enough are espers. The others are just, hearing their equipment. I think one of them is a Genji glove, which would be great. Item shop. High potions, ethers, antidote, golden needles, holy water. Holy water helps with zombie. And that's it. The echo screens are replacing the sleeping bags. Which is standard. Yeah, alright. That's pretty much the long haul of it. I don't think there's any. Oh, it's like for the chocobo segment. Chocobo, quack. Alright, so with that said, everybody, I think it's time we ended here. Basically outside of Jador, because I can't save in Jador. Still bad. But I'm gonna save the game here. And with that said, quick save. Alright. And with that, we are done with today's session. I am tired as hell and I've been streaming for 2 hours and 15 minutes. I need me a break. And I need me some sleep. So, I do humbly apologize to you guys because I know everyone was waiting for me to be here at 6 o'clock. But 6 was just not working for me, so I decided to do 7. And I'm kind of glad I did because at least I got through another chunk. I'm going to get through a bigger chunk tomorrow because we'll be doing the mandatory stuff in Zozo. That'll help us get our friend back, as well as some more plot progression. In addition to that, we will finally encounter the Espers, who I cannot wait to encounter. For obvious reasons, if you've already played the game, but for those who haven't, it's a very obvious thing why that happens. With that said, before I go, I do want to drop some of my goodies. So first off, of course, if you are new to the stream, here is the YouTube channel that corresponds with this stream. Of course, Harpie Player Joe, who I am, and that is the basis for all my good stuff. Now, if you want to watch VODs and you have missed out on watching VODs for live streams, I have an archive channel right here. So, when you press !point archive to spell out archives, which I'm trying to initially, you'll be able to see my archive channel where I have all of the
post uploads being uploaded there. I'm almost finished with dueling. I mean, Master Duel, and then I'll be getting Final Fantasies. The Final Fantasy stuff up. Especially after the fact that I had to do the Lightsworn stuff because your boy didn't want to leave you guys out without Lightsworn. So yeah, and then of course, if you want to interact with me anywhere else, here is my Twitter account for the channel as well as the IG, all ran by yours truly. If you're a Harpie player and you would like to interact with other Harpie players, if you type an exclamation point Harpie, you will get the Harpie Facebook group, the Harpie's Deck and Strategy group, where you can interact with other Harpie players who share the same interests as you. They want to be Harpie players and they want to expand their deck and they want to learn from others. So with that said, everyone, the only other thing to drop, of course, is the Discord. So if you guys want to join in the Discord, there's a Discord link. Just pro fade, I gotta put up the rules for the Discord so that people can understand not to be assholes. Because I already had to kick 2 people. So, with that said, thanks everybody for coming. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. And I definitely will catch you guys tomorrow at, I want to say, 2 p.m. 2 p.m. PST time for session 3 of Final Fantasy VI live stream. So with that said, thanks everybody for watching. I will catch you guys next time. And till then, HPJ signing out. Take care.